Hello everyone and welcome to another I Pick My Butt video. More Archero today, and in this video we're finally going to be talking about the best way to spend your gems. Yes, I know I get this question a lot and I usually give the answers. I'm going to explain right inside here, but we're going to go over what I believe is the best way to do it. Obviously there's a lot of different ways you can do it and a lot of different beliefs, but this is the kind of mentality that I stick with and the reasoning behind. So the first thing I'm going to say that you should focus priority number one on spending your gems is reviving in a chapter battle. Now, I know this is going to take a lot of heat, but hear me out on this one. I'm not saying you should spend the gems over watching an ad to revive inside a chapter battle, but if you only have the option of spending gems, I would say spend the gems. And the main reasons behind that is you never want to lose a chance of being able to beat that chapter and progressing and really getting to know the board that you're going to play against. But let's say for number two, for example, spending gems on your hero. If we take a look back at number one, would you really want to be stuck on a stage 40 of a 50 stage chapter and go, geez, I really don't want to spend these 30 gems because I'm 300 gems away from getting Helix? No, that's not a mentality you want to have. You really want to try to give that extra go and see if you can beat that chapter. So that's the main reason why I'm putting it number one, but I do want to put a little bit of a disclaimer on this. If you're playing a 50 stage chapter and you die on stage 5, don't be a moron. Start the game over, play a fresh one. More of if you make it halfway through, that's where I would say spend the gems. Now, as I said, the second thing you should be spending gems on is the heroes, the ones that cost gems. Obviously, if you're sitting at 29 out of 30 shards for a hero, don't spend the gems on. But I think Helix, Melgic, Tyrannus, Sayana, there might be a couple more. But as far as the ones, if you're far away from getting them, spend the gems on them. And who knows, actually now I take it back. If you're sitting on 29-30, maybe you just hang on to those shards and then go and upgrade them to the next star level when the time comes. But really, we want to have all the heroes inside the game because the big thing you want to do is unlock them, get them up to that level 60 or 40, whatever's going to give you that all hero bonuses, and that's really going to increase your stats inside the game. For 3 and 4, you're going to want to spend your gems to get up to the 3rd hatchery slot and the 3rd monster book slot. This is really going to help you get your monsters up to the next level, and having them equipped inside the monster book is going to increase your stats inside the game. So choose the ones that you like to choose. I like to go for attack personally, and I say the 3rd slot because the 4th slot is pretty expensive. Don't worry, it still is a priority, but you really want to focus on getting those 3rd ones first. As you accumulate more gems, get the 4th slot for both of them as you choose. But as far as the 5th thing I'm going to recommend spending your gems on, that's going to be getting extra runs in events. Now, I like to just focus on up close danger personally, and occasionally I'll throw some extra there in Ancient Maze if I really like to see a shard out there. Now, when I say spend the gems for the extra tries, I'm just referring to the first try on it. That second try seems to be really expensive, but if you're going through doing up-close dangers, flying bullets, mystery mine, ancient maze, the clan event, it's something like 1,750 gems you could be spending, so it can be a lot to spend. So that's where I just kind of choose up-close danger every other day and the clan event every single day. And that seems to be good enough for me based by what I'm going for. Now, when it comes to number 6, that's where I'm saying buying energy inside the game with gems. Yes, you can get a lot of energy from going to the hatchery. If you're not putting monsters in your hatchery, throw some in there, help everybody out, and you can also watch some ads. So you can get a lot of energy just for free, but if you come to the point where you're still able to farm and are enjoying the game playing it, then go ahead and buy that energy and run through some chapters to get more of everything, because the chapters are going to drop some good stuff, especially now with the update inside the game. For number 7, that's where I'm going to say the mysterious vendor. When you're going through a board and the mysterious vendor pops up and at least has something good to offer you, I'm not saying, hold out for the epic staff that you're going to get. I mean, if they throw a demon blade out there, you better spend some money and try to grab that thing, because you're not going to get it any other way. But realistically, the mysterious vendor could help you on some of those things. Just don't fall for the ones that say, hey, I'm giving you 10% off. This is a deal. But this is a great way to hone in on the gear that you're trying to upgrade and get to the next rarity. At number 9, I think we're on 9 at least now, this is where I'm going to finally say spend it on the chest. And people might go, why are you ranking this so low? I buy chests all the time. Well, we do get a lot of free keys in the game which are going to help us, but I got to be honest with you, the amount of times that I've spent gems on chests, and I've spent money on this game, I've been disappointed about 95% of the time of the stuff that I got out of those chests from spending the gems on them. So that's my main reason behind that. Don't ever think that going and getting the 10 pull on the obsidians is going to give you some great reward, because I can tell you right now, you're going to end up with an epic living bomb. Happens to me all the time. It just seems like the way the game wants to screw you over inside it. Now, I will say, for a final number 10, which 10 shouldn't even be it because you don't want to spend gems, don't fall for these wheels. I've gotten in the wheels, you get inside that super spin especially, and then you go, oh boy, here's my chance to get those 20 Aura shards, and you spend 300, 400, 500, it just tacks right up. And what do you end up with that big one that you spent all the gems up? Some lousy sapphires. Yes, it's never a good way to go. Don't fall for it. The game wants to trick you into it. There might be that one lucky person that you see post on Reddit or Discord of, hey, look what I got on my first spin. They're lucky. They're going to get struck by lightning tomorrow, so don't fall for it. But guys, this is how my mind works when I'm playing the game, and this is kind of the thought process of what I go through when I'm playing and spending gems inside the game. Now, a lot of this stuff I've unlocked already, so for example, spending money on heroes, spending money on the monster book and the monster hatchery, those things are done for. I don't need to worry about those anymore, so those R1s just move right up on the tier list for me. But I'm really curious to know how you guys would rank these things. Don't just rank them, put the reason why you would move them around from mine to yours. Love to hear what you have to say. But other than that, don't forget, like, subscribe, and remember, I pick my butt.